Okay, guys, I want to talk about the topic of sending money back home as a migrant from Kenya, a migrant from Africa. Okay, this appeals to not just people from Kenya, Africa as well, and any other nation. When we migrate here, I came here as a young child, so I didn't experience this as a young child, but I experienced it as an adult, where end up sometimes sending money back home that that relatives and family members back home may need during a time of like a certain urgency or emergency or something like that. Okay, all that is good and dandy. We're taught that we should do that as migrants here to the US, and because the US economy has always been stronger and the currency has always been stronger than the Kenyan shilling or the African dollar. Okay, so that's fine and dandy, but a lot of time we do send money back home to like Guka, Shosho, grandma, grandpa, aunt, relative, uncle, whatever, you name it. And sometimes it's even a family friend. But here's the thing. We sometimes, as Kenyan communities, based on my observation, knowledge, and experience of being not only a Kenyan myself, but also being surrounded by a lot of members of the Kenyan community growing up until my adult years, even till this day, I would hear sometimes Kenyans say, because they start their own families here in the US too, and I'm not here to feel bad for anyone or anything like that, hell no. But I'm here to say that there's certain Kenyans growing up with sometimes complain that you know someone needs money back home and they're going through a tough time financially here. Okay, and this obligation I really don't sympathize as an adult now anymore. There's times where I did meet when I went to visit Kenya, just like prior to COVID. There are a couple people that I met, that I did help out in different seasons of my life, different time periods. But like if I were to be presented with them today, I don't feel the financial obligation to help them. Why? Because some people spiritually are not for you. Okay? Actually, a lot of people spiritually are not for you as you think. We don't know if these people are really going to use that money on that financial need, that hospital bill that they so called say they have, or whatever. I experienced this with a person I thought was a friend. She just started to show a continuous pattern where she asked for money. At first, I did see her struggle, like with not finding job in Kenya, and that's very common and stuff like that. But then she started to take advantage of me and trying to ask money and not even ever asking like, "How are you doing?" That kind of thing. So they do this and they don't even know your own condition. And sometimes you don't